Australia's 40-year wait for a high-speed rail line could finally be coming to an end. A proposal expected set to be delivered by the government by the end of this month.
I'll explain to you, it's an East Coast, it's a new national railway. So we'll have a line that will run from Melbourne to Sydney via Canberra, Sydney to Brisbane. What we're looking at is tried and trusted, something that is being done all over the world at the moment. And what we're looking at is travel times from Sydney to Brisbane. This is CBD to CBD in 4 hours, Sydney to Melbourne in 4 hours. And the area we're focusing at the moment is Sydney to Newcastle.
Will Australia's 40-year high-speed rail wait finally end? This is the question on everyone's mind as whispers of progress grow louder. For decades, the dream of a high-speed rail network has seemed like a distant fantasy. But now, with a government proposal expected by the end of the month, we might be closer than ever to seeing the East Coast high-speed rail network become a reality. This bold project promises to connect Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney, Newcastle, and Brisbane, transforming the way Australians travel. In this video, we'll dive into the details of the proposed project, explore its potential to reshape our cities and regions, discuss the hurdles ahead, and consider whether Australia is finally ready to catch up with the rest of the world in high-speed rail innovation. Could this be the turning point we've all been waiting for? Australia is finally on the brink of joining the High-Speed Rail Club with a proposed East Coast network designed to connect Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney, Newcastle, and Brisbane. This ambitious project aims to transform travel between major cities and regional centers, cutting travel times significantly. Travel from Sydney to Melbourne or Sydney to Brisbane in just 4 hours, city center to city center, or reach Newcastle from Sydney in only 1 hour. This isn't a pipe dream. It's a tried and tested concept that has reshaped transportation worldwide. Japan's Shinkansen, the world's first high-speed rail system, has been operating successfully for 60 years. Europe boasts extensive high-speed networks connecting cities across countries, while China has built the largest and fastest-growing high-speed rail system in record time. These systems have proven the immense potential of high-speed rail to boost economies, improve connectivity, and enhance quality of life. For Australians, the benefits could be transformative. Travel times would shrink, allowing for quick and seamless journeys between cities. But the impact goes beyond just convenience. High-speed rail could improve regional connectivity, making it easier for people to live in more affordable areas, while still it's about building stronger, more connected communities. Australia stands on the verge of a transportation revolution. Could high-speed rail finally be the answer to bridging the gap between our vast distances and our need for better connectivity? Australia's journey toward high-speed rail has been a long and frustrating one, filled with false starts and dashed hopes. So, why has it taken 40 years to even get close? One major reason lies in our culture. Australia has always been a car-centric society, with sprawling suburbs and a love of the open road. Trains, especially regional rail, have often been viewed as outdated, rather than a serious contender for long-distance travel. This attitude has contributed to a lack of urgency in pushing for a high-speed rail network. Then there's the economic and political hesitation. High-speed rail is expensive. There's no sugarcoating it. With costs running into the tens of billions of dollars and construction timelines stretching over a decade, it's been easier for governments to shelve the idea in favor of shorter-term projects. Compounding this is the lack of consistent political commitment. Successive governments have promised high-speed rail, only for those plans to be quietly abandoned or buried in red tape. The result? Missed opportunities. While countries like Japan, France, and China embraced high-speed rail decades ago, reaping its economic and environmental benefits, Australia lagged behind. Japan's Shinkansen transformed national travel as early as the 1960s. France's TGV followed in the 1980s, while China has built the world's largest high-speed rail network in just 15 years. Australia could have been a leader in the field, but delays, skepticism, and political inertia have left us playing catch-up. The question now is whether this new push will finally break the cycle of inaction. Can we seize this opportunity and bring Australia into the future of fast, efficient rail travel? So, why is now the right time for high-speed rail in Australia? The answer lies in addressing the modern challenges that our country faces and recognizing the immense potential this project holds. One of the most pressing issues is the housing crisis. Major cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane are grappling with skyrocketing property prices, pushing many Australians further away from urban centres. High-speed rail could change this dynamic by connecting affordable regional areas to the cities, enabling people to live in places like Newcastle or Ballarat while still enjoying quick and reliable access to urban jobs and amenities. At the same time, our roads are struggling to keep up with demand. Congested highways and long commutes are a daily reality for millions. High-speed rail offers a sustainable alternative, reducing reliance on cars and cutting greenhouse gas emissions. It's not just about convenience, it's about building a greener, more efficient transport network for future generations. The economic potential is enormous. By linking regional centers with major cities, high-speed rail could drive local development, create thousands of jobs, and give more Australians access to essential services like healthcare and education. Australia's transport infrastructure is also advancing in leaps and bounds. Recent projects like Sydney Metro, Melbourne Metro, and Inland Rail show that we're capable of tackling large-scale developments. By leveraging the lessons from these successes, we can plan and deliver high-speed rail more effectively. Finally, there's a renewed political focus on infrastructure. The government's upcoming proposal represents a real opportunity to prioritize high-speed rail and secure its place in Australia's future. The case for high-speed rail has never been stronger. It's no longer just a dream. It's a practical solution to many of the challenges we face today. The question is, are we ready to make it happen? Bringing high-speed rail to Australia is an exciting prospect, but it's not without its challenges. To make this vision a reality, we need to tackle some significant hurdles head-on. One of the biggest obstacles is financial. High-speed rail projects are notoriously expensive, with costs running into the tens of billions of dollars. Budget overruns and delays have plagued many large infrastructure projects, both here and abroad. To avoid these pitfalls, meticulous budget management is essential. Transparent cost estimates, realistic timelines, and robust oversight will help ensure the project stays on track, both financially and operationally. Planning and execution are equally critical. Proper preparation before construction begins is key. By learning from past projects like the Sydney Metro and Inland Rail, we can identify potential issues early and streamline the process. Thorough planning also means avoiding the start-stop pattern that has plagued previous high-speed rail proposals. Once we commit, we need to see it through. But building high-speed rail isn't just about logistics. It's about people. Gaining public support is vital for the project's success. Australians need to see the value in this massive investment. This means clear communication about the benefits: faster travel, reduced congestion, lower emissions, and regional development. Community engagement will be crucial, especially for regions directly affected by the project. High-speed rail represents a bold leap forward, but it will require collaboration between governments, industry experts, and the public. If we can navigate these challenges effectively, we'll be on track to finally deliver the fast, connected, and sustainable future Australians have been waiting for. The road won't be easy, but the rewards will be worth it. Now is the time to focus, plan, and build a transport system that meets the needs of the next generation. Australia stands on the cusp of a transportation revolution. The proposed East Coast high-speed rail network promises a faster, more connected, and sustainable future. By slashing travel times between cities, boosting regional development, and providing a greener alternative to car and air travel, this project has the potential to reshape the way we live, work, and move. Yes, the challenges are significant: financial hurdles, planning complexities, and the need for public support. But the benefits far outweigh the obstacles. With careful execution and a unified vision, we can finally deliver the high-speed rail network Australians have dreamed of for 40 years. Now is the time for optimism and action. This is our opportunity to invest in a bold, future-focused solution that could transform our nation. Let's dream big, support this vision, and ensure that this time we make high-speed rail a reality. The journey starts here,